Welcome to Bad Fanfic Podcast, a podcast where we are reading through some very bad fan fiction. We're starting with Tara Gillespie's My Immortal, the classic. Myq, have you heard of that?
I had not heard of this.
Okay.
I'm happy to know about it now.
For a treat.
We'll see if you're still happy by the end of this.
Right now, yeah, I'm happy now, and we'll see.
We'll check in. Yeah.
What is your relationship with fan fiction?
I think I have a minimal relationship to fan fiction. Like, I like reading the fiction. I like, I go straight to the source. And I have some friends. I have a lot. I feel like I'm second degree. Like I have a lot of fan fiction in-laws, in my life. So like I'm familiar with the concept. And I'm glad I talked for as much as I did. Edit all that out. I remember, here's my main relationship to fanfic is there was a comedy show. Maybe they still do it, but for years called competitive erotic fan fiction.
Oh, fun.
And so comedians would go on the show. Some would come prepared with a piece, like on a theme, about a show. And some of us would be assigned while the first half was reading theirs. We would get suggestions of like genres from the audience and then go off and like for a half an hour create, on the spot erotic fan fiction.
Fun.
And it was a competition. And I did it a number of times. So they're out there as podcasts. So you can find erotic fan fiction written by me. So yes, I really know a lot about
fan fiction writer.
Yeah.
What do you remember any of the fanfics you wrote? Like what shows you wrote them for or books you wrote them for?
Yeah, that's a great. I bet one was Buffy. I don't remember specifically. I have another one where I feel like this might be from a rap battle that I also participated in with a friend, or it could be. I feel like it's both. I think it's. And you guys remember the movie The Foot Fist Way?
No.
Well, there's a movie called The Foot Fist Way. It was, Danny McBride?
Yes.
I think that was like his first big, or not even big, his first small movie that launched him to being himself.
Okay.
So I think I might have had some fan fiction related to. I think I just like maybe it was the title, The Foot Fist Way, sort of lent itself to erotic fan fiction.
It's evocative.
Yeah.
Erotically.
Sorry, I keep saying the word erotic. It was just a part of.
No, this is certainly an erotic tale that we're going to read.
Yeah.
Great, thank goodness.
And let's just do a quick round of intros. We can start with our guest, Myq Kaplan.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm Myq Kaplan. That's who I am. I'm sorry I didn't tell you who I was sooner. I'm a comedian.
I'm Rebecca Kaplan, of coincidentally no relation, also a comedian.
I'm Laura Merli, also a comedian, also no relation.
I'm Amanda Lynn Baez, and I also do the comedy.
I'm Arielle Dundas, and I'm not a comedian, and I'm related to everybody.
What? Arielle.
She is the connector.
You're being a real troll.
That was a really funny thing to say, Arielle. It made me laugh. You should be a comedian.
I'll look into it.
So we're in the middle of My Immortal, an infamous fanfiction widely believed the worst of all time. It is set in Harry Potter universe, but it bears like basically no relation. And where we left off, a troll had just hacked the account and posted a parody, but like a bad parody.
They did an even worse job of her writing than she does, which is a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, the troll, is this like only the human electronic kind, or because it takes place in a Harry Potter
Good
world?
question.
There are potential. It means two things. Okay. Thank you. Got it.
It would be fun if you could like literally club online trolls to like defeat them.
Oh yeah. That would be good.
But I'll just
This is going to be a very inside baseball Harry Potter thing to say. Stick a wand up their nose.
Whoa.
Sorry. there's going to be one nerd who loves that. Anyway.
I'm the nerd who likes that.
I'm also we're all Spartacus for that. I'm the nerd who likes that. Everyone listening, I
am the nerd who likes that.
That sounds like a fantasy title. The nerd who likes that.
Also erotic.
Yeah.
They like that.
I'm sorry, Rebecca. Is there more that I need to learn?
Oh yeah. So the basic recap of the fic as a whole is it's like a kind of a gothic original story set in Hogwarts. Our protagonist is named Ebony. She's a vampire and she's super gothic. And also all of like the main characters in Harry Potter are now gothic and they have all switched to Slytherin house.
And she's
dating
Draco, and she's just caught Draco having
sex with Snape.
Right.
Yeah.
And the main plot line is that she has to go back in time to seduce Voldemort so that he never becomes evil.
Because Voldemort, in the present time, Voldemort is a prep.
Mm-hmm.
Which means...
So she's going to keep him a goth with her hot, dead pussy. And Harry Potter is going by vampire. And it's unclear if he's a vampire or not. We think he is.
At one point, he was sucking on a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, that's like a rap line. Sucking on a Hufflepuff. Every day I'm hustling.
Every day I'm huffling.
Sucking on a Hufflepuff.
Yeah. It's very evocative.
But
that was great. Is that part of the writing or that was a riff from you?
No,
from
that was
now?
literally something that he did.
Okay. But you put it to poetry.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's all you need to know for now, and we'll fill in you and the listener as we go.
Cool. And is gothic synonymous with goth, or is there any difference?
It's not like Southern Gothic literature. It's like Hot Topic goth.
Yeah.
Thanks for the hot gossip about Hot Topic Gothic.
Yeah.
Gothic. Okay.
Got
it.
Gothic, like the shirt that I'm wearing.
Nice. Understood.
Which...
The rest of us did not understand the assignment, but that's okay.
And my shirt's pretty preppy, actually. I'm sorry.
You guys are all evil. I'm cool. My hair is dyed black by accident, so I figured I would go with the look. And who did we leave off on reading? Was
you were reading?
Me. Yeah,
okay, do you want to
finished.
start reading?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're each reading like one page and then passing it.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll see. I read 7
Oh, and
pages.
it starts in the middle. Sorry, at chapter 40.
Chapter 40. LOL, someone has taken over my account. Idiot's note. Well, this was in the dock area. Might as well let the whole world see.
Oh, I think the troll had like posted a draft that she had put on fanfiction. I think that's what she means by like the dock area.
Okay.
Is it too confusing?
I don't know. I feel like we might have read this already. I think we might need to be reading chapter 41.
Okay.
Or I guess, okay, this is going to be very similar to what we just read because this is just her version of what we just read.
Oh, this is like if she had written it.
Because he published what she had in the doc area. And this
then
is
she
her
edited it
publishing
and
it.
republished it.
Oh,
So do you want me to read it or
I
not?
guess-
Executive decision?
I guess we should read it again.
Okay. And this is okay.
See if there's any subtle changes.
Also, this is a new version with the spelling errors back, which I appreciate.
Yay.
Everyone listening at home, be warned. This might be similar to something you've already heard.
Yeah. I woke up in the Norse's office on a special Gothic coffin. Hagrid was in the bed opposite me. Okay, this is already slightly different, so we're good. In the bed opposite me in a comma, because Vampire and Draco had bet him up. No, this is the same.
No, this is the same. Yeah.
Dr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh, my Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly, Voldemort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, I yielded. Thou hath not killed vampire yet, he said angrily. Suddenly, he started to cry, tears of blood all...
Yeah, this is the same.
Okay, I'm making the executive. We're skipping to
Yeah.
chapter 41. So sorry.
Okay.
Okay. And also, she's releasing these chapters one by one. So they always start with AN. That's author's note.
Okay.
So, author's note, chapter 41. To everyone who keeps flamin' dis, gets a life. I bet you probably don't know how Gerard Way is. Who Gerard Way is. You're probably all preps and posers. Anyone way someone hacked into my account in November and they put in my last chapter and now there is a new one. I'm sorry for not updating in a while, but I've been really busy and I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for a month. I won't be back until about 2 weeks. Oh my fucking God. Draco is so hot in all the pics for the new movie. I wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard Way, LOL. He should play Draco. Okay. Just swap
Draco's
him
so
out.
hot, but just kick the actor out and put in Gerard
If
Way.
you flame, that's like when you criticize the comments. I'll slit my wrists.
Mike,
Whoa.
do you know who Gerard Way is?
Is he an author?
No.
Is he an actor?
No.
I don't know who he is.
He is the lead singer of the band My Chemical Romance.
Ah.
And kind of funnily enough, the inspiration maybe for Edward of Twilight.
Okay.
So,
Gerard Way.
yeah. If you criticize me, I will slit my wrists. Raven, you rock girl, have fun in England.
And if you're wondering why we didn't react with emotion to I'll slit my wrists, it's because in the story, our lead has slit her wrists so many times and nothing has happened because she's a vampire.
Wow.
And other characters have slit their wrists many times as well, just out of boredom or if they're a little bit sad. So her saying that doesn't make us worried.
Yeah.
I think that's something that she says just
I think she thinks
offhandedly.
it's kind of funny. I don't know.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I was getting my judgment cannon ready.
Tara, girl, if you haven't slit your wrists, again, you're welcome to come on the podcast whenever. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. So I don't know why she woke up. Guys, sorry. We have to go back.
Oh, what?
Wait, what?
Because chapter 40 ends slightly differently. What she
Can
released.
we just read the end of it?
Yes. Okay. So
So Draco and Snape are having sex in the hallway.
yes. Yeah, so she's let's go to celebrate. We can go to House of Wax, giggle vampire, because let's go to good we opened the common room door sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there, doing it with Snap. He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. You fucking prep, we all yielded angrily. You betrayed us, shouted Vamp. I don't know why Harry Potter is so upset. Draco already dumped you, vampire. But okay.
Yeah.
You betrayed us, shouted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. No, you don't understand, screamed Draco sadly as he took out his thingy out of snakes. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, said Willow. That's just her friend in real life who she's inserted into the story. Trying to attack him. In parentheses, you rock, girl. I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a stakeout. And now we know I screamed Draco. We did cover this. Actually, sorry.
It's okay.
What made you think that?
I forgot that she slit her.
And if you're wondering why we didn't flinch at gun being pulled out, black gun, there's a lot of gun violence here in America.
She had already. Well, I guess when she died, that was not canon. That was the troll. But then again, it wouldn't be called. Anobi, no, Draco screamed, but it was too late. I had slit my wrists, and it was suddenly everything went black. Okay, so we're gonna cut a lot of this out. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit I had when I performed with X Black X Tier. That's the band she's in when she goes back in time to seduce Voldemort.
Is that a real band in our reality?
I
No.
don't believe so.
Okay.
I looked around confusedly. I was in the Norse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson.
It's funny when people get things wrong.
Yeah.
Just imagine that he was in an 80s gothic band too, okay? Because he is more old than Panic at the Disco or MCR. So I guess when she split her wrist, she traveled back in time. There was also a gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it said 1980. Oh my fucking God! I'm back in Tim again!
The Beatles decided to go goth pretty late in life in the 1980s.
When was
They
John
were
Lennon
holding your
shot?
hand in the 60s.
81, I think. Yeah.
Right before he was shot, he went goth.
Maybe if he'd gotten goth, maybe that's what saves him.
Yeah, right.
I screamed loudly. Suddenly, Satan, that's Voldemort. This is actually Voldemort for photo reference. Oh, she's on it. Voldemort was wearing a black leather Jackson, I think jacket,
I think Jackson. Yeah.
black tight jeans, and fishnet pants.
Fishnet pants. Those are
Black-
hard to picture.
Black tight jeans and fishnet pants.
Over them, like loose fishnet pants over your. I don't know.
I hope that I think the fishnets have to be over the jeans because if they're under the jeans, how does she know?
What's the point?
Yeah, what are you doing that? Yeah, just
He
so you
looked-
know.
He looked so sexy. I almost had an orgy. I'm gonna guess.
That's short for orgasm.
Yes.
It's a.
Fucking God. OMFG, Anobi, are you okay? He said gothically. Yeah, I'm okay for your information. I snapped sexily. Yeah, I'm okay for your information. The number 4 is in there. OMG, am I dead? Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from James Gunn, but also slit her wrist. I also remembered seeing Draco doing it with Snape. I guess that I had slit my wrists. I went back in Tim instead of dying. I know I could go forward in time if I found a time toner or Tim machine. No, you're not dead, Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily. And smoke came all over his face.
This author really likes adverbs.
Yeah. You're a vampire, so you can't, like the philosopher, die from a bullet. Come, C-U-M, on now. Let's go see how Harry's dad is doing.
My goodness.
We need to make a time travel movie called Back in Tim.
Damn.
So why does Voldemort know James as Harry's dad?
Also, at one point, you were talking about the gun that belongs to James. Is that right? and he said James Gunn, and I was like, how is the director of like the new DC and Marvel movies like his name is James Gunn,
Right, yeah.
So that's what happened to me for a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, he could be in this. I don't know.
Little cameo.
No, so in this timeline, it's Voldemort is friends.
Past like
When she goes back in time to like seduce Voldemort, he's friends with Harry's dad.
And they're in a band.
And they're in
Him
a
and
band.
Sirius, and they ask her to be the lead singer.
Even though they're not remotely at all the same age in
Canon.
canon.
I accept.
I was gonna say real life. But canon
Some of us think the books are real life.
Yeah. Can I tell you guys a quick funny thing? Mm-hmm. Is that appropriate?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I tell this as a joke sometimes, but it's the truth that at a comic book store in Boston when I was going to school there, there's do you know What If comics? There's like a show on Disney now also. It's What If? It's like, oh, what if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? He didn't, but what if? Or anything. And I was overhearing a guy explain to a girl in the comic book store, he's like, these what if stories are made up ones that never really happened.
And she was like, what are you talking about? This isn't the newspaper?
She didn't get it. No, it's like, what if the newspaper? Thank you for accepting my slightly off topic.
But yeah, so like in the past, she got shot by James, who was having a fight with Malfoy's father because they were in a band together and Malfoy's father played the wrong song, so he shot him.
Oh boy.
Which seems like an overreaction.
Agreed.
And she
Yeah.
Depends how wrong the song.
This bullet could have been an email.
she sexily threw herself in front of the bullet, and then that transported her forward in time, where she found her boyfriend having sex with a teacher, slit her wrists,
Okay.
and that transported her back in time.
Is the she Ebony?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I got it.
and the explanation was the bullet didn't kill her because she wasn't from the past.
Yes.
A
Right?
bullet in the past can only kill you if you're from the past.
But
We all
also,
know
she's a
that.
vampire, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, unless it was a bullet made of wood.
Oh,
Yeah, and it went to her heart.
Yes.
rubbed in garlic.
Or holy water? I don't know.
Water bullets.
Okay, what the fuck? James almost shot Lucius, I said indogly. I knew that James had really been possessed. Oh, this is new information. But I didn't want him to know that I knew. Yeah, I know. But he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress. Satan reasoned evilly.
When you have a headache, it's easier for the demons to get in there, too.
It's totally okay to shoot your bandmate when you have a headache.
I mean, I agree with what you said, but not that part. Where from?
The top of
Okay.
the page.
I guess that's okay, I said, because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I knew that Lucian would, some of these words are misspelled, now have 2 arms instead of 1.
That we did not know about this.
Okie doke.
The number of arms that this man has is very confusing.
Like Schrodinger's arms.
Yeah.
It was new information in the recent chapter that he had used to have only 1 arm. So don't worry
Okay.
too much about it.
Well, I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. 11. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be other exclamation points.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like a new character.
Stranger
That's a
11.
Stranger Things crossover.
Enter the chat.
He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks up to his ears, and he was wearing gothic black eyeliner, a black Green Day shirt, It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was the 80s. Green Day's not, they're from the 90s. Oh, they got so many things wrong. Black Congress shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily like Gerard Way. It was almost unreadable. It says Gerrd. I was like, Gerd.
Old Gerd Way.
Gerd Way in the video for I Don't 3 You Like I Did Yesterday. And you could see a black tear on his face like the woman in that video. Hey, he said all quietly and gothically.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey. Now you don't even need me to read the rest of it. You get it. Quietly and gothically. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily.
When I see someone hot, I get so mad.
I asked angrily because I did not know him.
I have a registry of everyone hot, and if someone's hot and I don't know them, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Hedwig, said Volksamort.
Okay, I am not the Harry Potter expert of the group, but I feel like I'm pretty confident that Hedwig is an owl.
That's
Yes,
correct.
That is accurate.
Yes, that's Harry's owl.
This doesn't sound like the owl.
No.
No, it's Volksamort is saying this is Hedwig. Oh, then there's, he used to be in X Black X Tier X2, but he had to drop out because he broke his arm. Hey, Hedwig, I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be. LOL, hi, Ebony, he answered, but then he ran away because he had hair of magical creature. He was humming Welcome to the Black Parade under his breath. I know that
While he was running? That's tough.
it seems that under his breath, yeah, while he was running, or maybe right after he ran away. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is okay.
Okay.
Bye, I said all sexily. That was Hedwig. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up, Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. OMFG, I can get you back together, I said, fingering something. I
can get you back together.
Fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket.
Oh.
A black cute, Kute. Oh, cute. A black cute is what we aim for video iPod that I could take videos with. Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass.
I feel like we should explain for viewers under the age of like 26 what video iPods are.
I actually didn't know that iPods ever had video. Mine didn't.
The iPod Nano.
It had video?
The iPod Nano had a camera, yeah.
Oh.
In like
News to me.
2008, 2009.
I can't believe that everybody didn't know all the same information. So yeah, it's like an iPod but with video.
But so an iPod was like an iPhone that only played music.
Yes,
Yeah.
iPhone minus phone plus music.
This was no touch screen though. This
Yeah.
was like
No
the
other
circle.
apps
Dial.
besides
Yeah, the dial.
Oh yeah,
music.
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
app is what.
And you had to connect it to your computer, download the music on your computer.
On Apple, yeah, Apple.
And then transfer it using a cord to your iPod.
Right. And it could only hold, like, the first ones could only hold, like, a few hours of music.
But by the time we had video.
At the time, that was incredible, though,
Yeah.
because you were used to walking around with a Walkman that was only one CD.
Yeah.
Back in my day,
Back in my day.
yeah, to just carry around a whole orchestra. with you.
For Christmas one year, my family gave me a Walkman and 2 CDs. But the 2 CDs they gave me weren't like full albums. They were those EPs that only had 2 songs on them.
Pretty
And
weird.
it was like the Macarena and like one of their deeper cuts. I don't remember what it was. Something about bubbles.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da bubbles. That one?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And the other one was like, I think the Blue Man group that like,
Oh,
if
I
I
like
was
them.
green, I would die.
Yeah.
And one of their
I'm
songs.
blue, do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
So I could listen to 4 songs total.
Wait a minute. Blue Dabu Dee Dabu Da is different than the Blue Man group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I messed up.
Okay.
I was saying the Blue Man Group was
The
like,
band did not have an album.
No, it would have been incredible though if that was their foray into mainstream popularity.
Yeah.
The CD is just silence.
I do like that Blue Dabu Dee Dabu Da song.
me
Though.
too. That's a bop.
They came up with a really good idea.
Yeah.
They executed it very well. And I like it. Good night, everybody. Oh, right. It's still me. Okay. So they kick ass. Okay. You can forget about your class for now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great. I led them to the Great Hall. Come on, you guys. Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him.
That's reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, boundaries. Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche, he shouted at him. Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire now. Yeah.
So these are their kids that don't exist yet.
Wow.
They probably don't have names picked out.
This
for
is in
yet.
the past.
And not only is it their kids who don't have names yet, it's Vampire is the kid who doesn't exist nickname who he gave himself.
Also, you tried to shoot me. My kid's not going to be friends with her.
I have priorities.
That's the consequence.
Wow. Whew. Yeah. Go fuck yourself, Samaro.
That's another character.
Okie
I
dokie.
think it's a name for probably another character we've forgotten who.
Well, Snape agreed, but I knew he was lying because it had been his fault James had almost shot Lucian. Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. My plan was working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him.
But she actually already did it with him.
A lot.
In the movie theater
in
when they
front
went to
of-
see Exorcist together. You missed that part.
I
Mike.
understand. I believe you.
I thought they got interrupted after taking off their clothes and before having sex.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were
they
making
didn't
out
fully-
naked, and then somebody.
But making out naked is totally different than sex.
that's
I meant to be ironic, and because I don't think that it's totally different. I think that sex is a term that can encompass many activities beyond simple heteronormative male, female, cisgender intercourse penetratively.
That's a really nuanced take for 2006.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like sometimes just watching The Exorcist, with your clothes off could be.
Yeah, but so they were at The Exorcist. The plot was completely different, and then they got naked. They were making out. Somebody objected. She was a prep. She sucked her blood.
And then the lady died.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Everybody cheered.
Wow.
Anyway.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to cheer. But... Okay, so I'm caught up. Oh yeah, my plan was working out. Okay, hold on.
Also, she didn't want to have sex with Voldemort because she didn't want to cheat on Draco, and Draco is now cheating on her. So
Yeah, and she thinks that Voldemort's really hot, so it doesn't.
yeah. Anyway,
Well, I
say
think we
go
just,
for it, girl.
We have to
Yeah,
just see
do
what
you,
happens
girl?
next.
Yeah.
We do have to. Now, Vampire's dad would never die. And, okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out. I said, and I started to film them with the iPod.
They were just waiting for permission to get back together from someone, anyone.
Cool.
I know, but also the iPod is like a totally necessary component of this. If she had just said make out, they wouldn't have done it.
No. It's like the way that prostitution is illegal, but if you film it and you're filming a porn, then that is legal.
Yeah.
People can get paid to have sex as long as they're being filmed.
Yeah.
So similarly with public shame,
Yeah.
if like, why are you doing that? We're doing it for the gram. You know?
This is actually content.
Wow.
I don't like this is anything about what I feel. This is business. Cool, said Sirius as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily. We watched as they started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Samaro, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. I knew Snape was bi. Oh my fucking god, Voldemort, Voldemort, screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort's.
Little tip touch.
Wait, a Glock is a gun, and we're talking about penis?
Yeah.
That, if
Not a
this
gun.
was the only sentence that we read, we could be like, this is very good. It could have been a misspelling too, that they just stumbled across, like, you know, poetry. Wow. A Glock is a gun that rhymes with cock. You know? All right, last line of the chapter. But suddenly, everything stopped as the door opened and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris. Dumbledore.
You can read to the end of the
Oh, the whole page,
Yeah,
not just the chapter?
sure.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love reading. Also, I drank a weed drink before I came here. But other than that, I think it would have been fun anyway, but it's more different fun this way too. Chapter 42, The Black Parade. A.N. OMG, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. I think that Snap will really be the same person as Volksamort. Because they are both half-blood, so that will explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. And then Harry will have to commit suicide, so Voldemort will die because he'll really be a Horcrux. OMG.
She did get that kind of right.
Ah. OMG, I hope Draco and Harry get together. That will be so schmexy, won't it? If they don't, Jen JKR is homophobic.
I mean, well, that's a question.
Thanks for the help with facts, Medusa, you rock. I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office
That's my favorite one.
with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, and Lucian.
Poor Dumbledore. He's like always walking.
Dumbledore. Oh, yeah. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. You're right.
Well, that happens.
That's how time works.
This guy looked younger in the past. Why? He had taken the iPod away and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song.
An iPod Nano.
I sat. Oh no, that I already just said that part. What the hell is this anyway? He cackled meanly. I hoped he didn't find out that I was from another time. Whatever you do, don't blame Ebony, you jerk, Satan said. Yeah, seriously. She was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together, Sirius said. Deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanists, Dumbledore cockled.
It's okay to have sex in public if you're trying to get a couple back together.
Yeah.
And also, why would they blame her for two dudes having sex with each other? And she's just filming it on her iPod Nano.
Don't encourage that behavior.
The director has power, you know. Who knows what the dynamic is?
Dumbledore believes in a Tor theory.
Be quiet, you Satanist, Dumbledore cackled. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. That will teach you to copulate into Great Hall.
Sorry.
Oh, no, please.
Earlier on, there were teachers filming students getting undressed, and he did nothing.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, well, their camera broke.
I mean, also, just to be clear, maybe it's because he's a teacher that we should interpret that will teach you to copulate in the Great Hall. You know, that's they have a lot of weird classes at Hogwarts. Hogwarts, like it's it's very
Copulation.
Yeah. Now everybody read your copulation compilation for tomorrow. Okay, final lines. He changed the song onto iPod to an NSYNC song.
Oh.
Suddenly, I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly chonging.
Oh.
Maybe changing. Dumbledore didn't notice. That's weird. He's pretty
on top of things.
smart wizard.
But yeah. Also, do we think that in this like universe, Harry named his owl after like Voldemort's
ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Possibly, because I'm getting the sense that this really isn't the owl.
No, it's not. It seems like it's a person in the past who then later is cursed and becomes an owl.
Oh, you think that happened, and then he wound up in the shop?
I'm just saying that's.
Do you think it's like a Scabbers situation?
Maybe. Yeah, there's precedent.
He did mention creature, like, what did he say earlier about like the?
He was going to magical creature class, but he wasn't going to become a magical creature. He was just going to learn about him.
You know how like today, obviously, if a part doesn't have to be written in a gendered way, then we'll be like, oh yeah, there's anybody, a man, a woman, a non-binary person, everybody can try out for this part, and whoever is the best fit for the part will get it. They don't have to specify human. So for this one, they don't have to specify human, owl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like this is very progressive in a way. It's just like, what is Hedwig? Who is Hedwig? Hedwig is Hedwig. Everyone. Like, we don't need to know gender pronouns nor species.
No.
She's just like, we need to add a new character who hasn't been mentioned yet. Hedwig. Hedwig, also a woman.
Yeah, it's a female name.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, because
Yes.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Well, and like, it's a female owl in the book.
I don't remember that level of detail.
I think
Whoa, nerd alert.
I think a couple of times he's like,
Your bird.
"You're good girl" or something.
Come here, baby.
He's like,
Pretty
hello,
little
my lady.
owl lady.
No, I don't think it's like sexual.
Madam Owl, hello.
I just think the way that like you talk to your pet, you sometimes acknowledge their gender.
Sometimes I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody make an AI version of Hedwig and the Angry Inch where Hedwig is an owl.
Oh yeah, please.
I saw the writer and originator of that role.
John Cameron Mitchell.
Yeah. At a
Wow, you
crumble
don't
cookie.
remember that?
You guys are both very impressive. You saw a guy, you knew his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have more to that?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was at a crumble
That was the
cookie.
peak. That was the climax of the story.
It's really important that I tell you that.
Can't believe you don't remember his name, but you do remember that Hedwig the owl is female. Anyway, all right, you fucking poser, I muttoned. I bet you've never heard of GC, James said. No, I knew what the iPod was. Oh, now I knew what the iPod was chonging into. Morty McFly's Tim machine. Exclamation point 11. Shut up, Jones, Draco's dad shouted. Yeah, shut up, Snake said preppily. No, you shut up, Dumbledore, 11111, said Tom. I've had enough of you Satanists in my school, shouted Dumbledore spuriously.
So he
Did you-
hasn't really had enough of you Satanists in my school. He said it. He shouted it spuriously.
Did she spell spuriously correctly?
She actually did, but she's using it incorrectly to Mike's point.
Maybe she wanted to. Sometimes she mixes up F's and other things like Gothic, you know.
Oh, maybe
so maybe it's furiously, and it's just
I
really
thought it
wrong.
was supposed to be seriously.
Oh, it's seriously furiously with a P. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a whole new lexicon. Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone jump in before it's too late. I jumped into it, but only one other person jumped in. It was ... Satan.
Can I say real quick? That sentence started with "suddenly I grabbed the iPod," and it feels really unnatural for a first-person narrator to say "suddenly I did something," because when you do something, it's not it's only sudden when other people do things to you and it happens to you. You can't be suddenly I did something like you. Just,
I feel like sometimes my body suddenly does something, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I guess I have
This is happening now.
Today,
a
getting
degree of
into the
privilege.
building.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was an autonomic response, like an involuntary.
Yeah, I mean, so I could see suddenly like my arm jerked
Yeah.
uncontrollably, but I would never say suddenly I jerked my arm uncontrollably because I'm not doing it.
Suddenly, I decided to do the next logical thing. That made sense.
Also, yeah. I grabbed the iPod that was no longer an iPod. It was
a
a
time
machine.
machine.
Yeah.
That's-
And the time machine. Marty McFly's time machine is a car.
It's a
right?
car.
I was thinking that too.
You know what this feels like is like the song was changing is like in Back to the Future where like the photo fades, like when you do different things, people in the photo, like his parents either disappear, him and his siblings disappear, and eventually, and so I feel like this is like there's like degrees of things left unsaid. They're like, oh, I knew what the iPod song was changing into. It was the Marty McFly time machine. Just like to let us know, oh, things are changing because I'm in the past. I'm like an absurdist, like Dolly type, auteur. It's like Lynchian.
It's also interesting that it went
R.I.P.
from an NSYNC song to the Marty McFly time machine. You would think that it'd be an opportunity to maybe if you go to a specific song from that.
Huey Lewis and the News.
Yeah. That turns into it NSYNC.
Also, yeah, it's kind of a preppy iPod.
Yeah.
Whose iPod was it?
I don't know.
Ebony's, I thought.
But she's listening to NSYNC?
Maybe Dumbledore added that.
Yeah, and Avril Lavigne.
Insult to injury. He was just like, I'm going to put on some new tunes.
Also, when you said Ebony's, like, the possessive of ebony, it really I was like Ebenezer. It almost I never noticed how close ebony sounds so beautiful and Ebenezer sounds so
Yeah.
Scrooge like.
Yeah.
What happened?
Charles Dickens really ruined that.
Sorry, Ebenezer's
Yeah,
of
you
history.
can't name anybody Ebenezer anymore.
Don't meet a lot of Scrooges either.
No.
I've never met an Ebenezer.
You wouldn't know. They just like, I'm Eben. Hello. You can call me Knees.
Or Eb.
Yeah.
Ben.
People would be like, hey, Eb, where's
Ben.
Flo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would be like that.
Yeah. And it would also get no reaction. I'm like, that just happened.
It would be fun though.
You dunderheads, 11111, screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin common room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets, a sexy black MCR corset, and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were Blake Satanist signs, and my raven hair was all around me to my mid-black. Hey, cool, where is this? He asked in an emo voice. This is the future. Oh, it was Dumbledore's iPod.
Okay.
No, but she was recording. Isn't it the one? Didn't he confiscate
Yeah.
her Nano that she was recording the
She
Myq Now
she
on?
found it in her pocket.
Yeah, but then it became his, I guess.
Maybe there's like time travel stuff going on, like in Bill and Ted, when maybe two iPods could exist in the same. Or yeah, he could have just stolen it. And now
Maybe
he's like,
the
"Now it's-"
iPod appears to who needs it in the moment, and it's like, hey, I think you're gonna need a camera to film some people
You're gonna
making
need to
out.
get a couple together, so you're gonna need a device to film now.
I like that.
Dumbledore's iPod that he tried to take away from me was also really a time machine, I told him. Cool. What's an eye patch? He whimpered.
What's an iPad?
It's cool that I feel like this is like a good reminder that if you're too old or too young, you don't know what an iPod is. You have to be in a narrow range of age.
It did have a brief moment in the sun.
Brief moment. It's something you use to listen to music. I yacked. OMFG, cool. Wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt? He asked in a sexy voice. Dirt is
No.
shit. I guess sand, I laid confusedly.
That's weird because dirt is 4 letters.
Yeah.
And sand and dirt are not. I don't think
They're not the
same
same.
No.
No.
No, there are some errors here.
But wait, that might not be the answer.
Or that's fair.
Well, it says, yeah, I was just training it to make sure you were still the same person. He triumphantly giggled.
You know about sand? You're definitely Ebony.
Sand is 4-letter dirt.
Remember, baby? What did we used to call 4-letter dirt?
This is like in Star Wars where he's like, I hate sand.
It seems like that.
It's so scratchy. It's not like you, so smooth. No, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I do hate sand, though. It's a horrible texture.
It's weird.
I agree. I prefer not to be a part of it.
I like the beach.
I like the magnetic sand. You know what those kids play with?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Those are fun.
Yeah, they should dig up the beach and put down magnetic sand.
Dig up the beach. Where would they put it?
Also, sorry, I'm so zenned out. I had that relax wine, and it's really kicking me.
Relaxing.
It literally has. It's not sponsored, but relax on the bottle.
Relax.
Relax, Riesling.
And I shared
You
this
should
with you guys.
sponsor. You should sponsor us. Relax.
No, because then I'm like mute on the show. I'm too relaxed, but I'm enjoying the ride right now.
Good.
And Mike, I can listen to you talk all day.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Me too.
Especially reading this botched up.
It's delightful. I mean, I'm holding myself back almost every sentence. I don't want to.
No, full throttle. Just
Yeah.
sound like. 'Cause sometimes it sounds German when you read it the way she writes it. So
It's really something. So they guessed sand.
Okay, so that proved her identity.
Yeah. So then suddenly some of my friends walked in. OMG, you're fucking alive, said Ginny.
How dare you?
why?
Wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from first to last shirt.
Oh, is that a brand?
I don't know.
Or a band, maybe.
I don't know who that is. Yeah. I don't.
It's probably one of the two things.
Yeah.
You guys don't know from first to last? Me neither.
In this universe, though, shirts are only bands or brands.
I think
That's it.
in most universes. I
Your
guess
shirt is cherries. Just cherries.
Just a
Mine is an
cherry.
orca whale.
That's true.
Mine is a
Yeah.
solid color.
And are those your bands?
Yeah, the whales.
The cherries. The cherries, yeah.
Both of those are good band names.
Whales can sing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, they've never had a hit though.
They're due.
I don't know.
They just need someone to put a good beat under it.
James Cameron's working on it.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I'm dying to know what's going on.
Yeah. So I explained to her why I was still alive.
Why is she still alive again? Because she's a vampire.
Or because the bullet didn't affect her because she...
No, but Jenny just thinks she slit her wrist.
Oh, well, she's like, yeah, she's a vampire. Konnichiwa, bitch, said Willow.
She's learning Japanese.
Yeah.
Both in real life.
She was wearing a black corset, showing off her boobs with white lace all around it and red stripes on it. With it, she was wearing a black leather miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, and black lipstick. Hey, motherfucker, said Diablo. That's Neville Longbottom.
Oh, okay.
No,
It's Ron.
it's Ron. Dracula is Neville.
How could I forget? Said Diablo with his red hair. He was wearing a black pea.
I was gonna say the red hair.
Their outfits keep going.
Yeah, she loves describing outfits. P ATD. Oh, Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
T shit and black baggy pants. Hey, who's that? Ibony Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in. That's Hermione. Wearing a black t-shirt with a red pentagram on it, black with lace at the bottom, red leather pants with black lace.
Oh my god, this is still going? Like, fuck.
It really helps the action flow when you have to describe
Yeah, and everyone's always wearing the same outfit over and over and over
The
again.
whole grocery list of shit. Like,
I especially liked when Draco was like having sex and wearing baggy jeans.
Well, I
Just
mean,
pull down.
makes more sense than if they were tight.
Fair enough.
Baggy jeans. The jeans you want to be having sex with if you're having sex in jeans.
Hey, who's that Ebony? Oh wait, sorry, I said that. Sorry, so Ebony is answering her. Oh, it's Satan, I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. We should really add that to like every set. Like I said yes, knowing the truth.
And then I accepted it. I said, yes, I believe you.
Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? We asked concernedly. OMFG, you're from the future. What if you don't like me anymore? Because we're from different times, he asked. No, I still like you, I said sexily to him.
But I thought she didn't like him because she was trying to find a way to not have sex with him.
But now she's trying to make him feel better, it sounds like.
I mean, maybe she likes him, just not like that.
Interesting.
Also, it did kind of seem like she liked him like that.
She did just say it sexily.
Yeah.
she talks to everyone sexually.
She can't stop. That is her curse. She just can't
Everybody
stop being
wants
sexy.
That, yeah.
Maybe it's like a Hunger Games situation where she's pretending. I don't know. Okay, he said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPod.
Good song.
While I was about to go outside to find some things, I gave Diablo a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. I took the iPod.
He had a lot going on, and he was just like, all right, I'll take a nap here in the middle of nowhere.
I travel back to the future. I listened to some music. I fell asleep.
It's tiring.
Also, there's like a lot of debate online about whether this is written by like a troll pretending to or trying to be funny, or like an actual maybe teenage girl who's like trying her best to write seriously. What do you think right now?
I'm blown away that this is a question. I mean, I want it to be a real person.
I want to believe also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, to be kind of jaded, like there are some, like so many times that you type 2 1s instead of exclamation points. Like, does it really happen that often? Yeah, I don't know. It's an open question for me.
And also, even back in the day, there was still spell check. But I wonder if like the processor that if she's not typing it in Word, maybe she's typing it on fanfic.net. Did they maybe not have a spell check thing for a time?
Trying to remember.
It seems like that would have been a complicated thing to have on a website in 2006.
Yeah.
I think it's like I think she's definitely trying to be funny. I think she's probably like some of the spelling is like spelled incorrectly.
And there was a point in time where spelling incorrectly was also cool.
Yeah,
not just funny. Like on MySpace, I remember we would purposely spell things wrong.
Definitely when she's like lulz.
Yeah, the Z's, throwing Z's in there.
Great. I'm on team. It's a real person who's
Hell yeah.
trying to do it. Yeah.
Trying our best.
Yeah.
Okay. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. 11111. She was wearing.
By Sinister, she means Trelawney.
Yes.
It's a long story.
She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with.
See, all the clothes. It's so boring. That's
Yeah.
what makes me think it's not a troll.
Oh, I'm
Me
at
too,
the
yeah.
edge of my seat. With depressing black stripes, white and black strip tights, and red Converse shoes. She spelled it right that time. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner.
The letter I.
Yeah.
And then liner.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Eyeliner.
iPod eyeliner.
The new liner from Steve Jobs.
Oh my fucking god, where's Draco 111? How did Snap get back here? I thought he was in Azerbaijan. Yeah, sadly.
Wow.
Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student, Trevally said reassuredly.
Prep. She's a prep.
And a bad student. Yeah.
Interesting.
That
Perhaps are
bitch.
usually good
Sorry.
students.
All kinds of people can be good students.
They're dressed like good students.
Yeah.
They're doing good student cosplay.
Yeah.
That's how they get away with things.
Yeah,
Like James Spader in some movies from the 80s.
Yeah. That bitch, did she also free Hargrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep. Like you guys all said. You guys knew it. Yes, they are on the loose at this school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their Conan room, Trevally said worriedly. Okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snap? I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, she said. Oh my god, that's terrible, I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. Then I said, listen, everyone, I have something important to do. In our everyone's stay. With that, I ran out. Good luck, Tara, everyone cried.
Tara is the name
Of the girl who wrote
the
it.
writer, and every once in a while she forgets and she calls Ebony Tara.
Oh my God. How can this be?
I ran sexily down the stairs into the great hall while the portraits around looked at me scaredly. There was hardly anyone else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jean shirt, Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps, Hillary Duff and Lindsay Lohan.
She hates Hillary Duff.
Yeah, she hates her blonde face. As
Because Hillary Duff's dating...
the good Charlotte dude.
Yeah. So she's dating somebody she thinks is cute. So she hates
She's like,
Hillary
how
Duff.
dare he date outside of the prep population?
Well, yeah, that's. I mean,
Outside of the goth.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
prep goth relationship. It's
just like
not be
Romeo and
allowed.
just like Shakespearean.
Yeah, it's like it's forbidden.
Yes, but she's like a Capulet,
Yeah,
so she's trying to enforce.
Wow.
yeah, sad actually. You fucking bitch! I shouted angrily. No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort will like totally kill you. She laughed. Crucius, I shouted selectively, pontificating my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed. And I laughed sadistically.
Because Crucio is the torture spell.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds not allowed.
It is not.
No, help me, please, Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand...
It's so funny to be torturing someone and flipping. Suck it, Brittany.
Dumb bitch.
Gonna keep stretching your body in all kinds of ways.
You're feeling horrific pain.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Quite the insult to injury.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what? Look at my finger while that happens to you.
Not that finger. No.
Not that one. That's the mean finger.
Any finger but that finger. Come on, please. Have a heart. Show me a different finger.
Pinky, that's polite.
Even a thumbs up.
In her hand, I saw the video camera Snape and Lupin had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it.
That's not how iPods work.
No.
But this one's also a Tim machine.
Yeah. So it can transfer video.
Fair enough.
Then I continued to run down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached a great hall, I saw Vampire Potter. OMG, Vampira, I yielded. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, leader pants. I like to imagine lederhosen, you know. A Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Congress shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Parentheses, did you hear their song, The River? It rocks. I was so worried you died, moaned Vampire. I know, but I'm a vampire, LOL. When I woke up, I was back in 1980. So now I brought Voldemort from when he was young with me. Where's Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco? You mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snargled with anger in his sexy voice.
Snargle.
No, but we have to find him, I said, smarty. I'll do it, Den, Harry said angstily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then Dork Mark appeared. Oh my fucking Satan, Harry shouted. I think Voldemort has arrived, but she brought him.
No, I think
The new
present
one?
This is the
day.
present day Voldemort.
Okay.
So there's Tom Riddle, there's Satan, and there's Voldemort.
All right. A lot of the guys who are the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, I have to find Draco. I guess we should separate. Okay, Vampire said, disappearing. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall. Chapter 43.
Why does she have to find Draco right now?
Unclear. Author's note. I think after this, I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. Thanks to all my reviewers, Not das Flamers. If you flame cis story, den you suck. If you flam, den fuck you.
This is, for context, this is the second to last chapter now.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Should we finish?
Should we finish it? There is like 2 pages. Wait,
Yeah.
Amanda, can you check real quick? Is that all one chapter?
Yes.
Should we finish the chapter then?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do it. Wait, we're starting with
Oh wait, hold on. Before we do this, do we have time? Because it's
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we don't. Oh my
Mike, do you
gosh.
have to leave at a point?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I think the answer is no. But how much longer do you guys think?
just 2 pages
Yeah,
more.
let's do
Okay,
2
and
more.
I'm
Yeah, I
I'm
can do
a
2
quick-
Two more pages.
I'm a quick
2
reader
more.
with
per
this one.
page.
Wait, I'm starting from the top here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I walked sexily into the great hall. It was empty, except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom, in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his red eyes and his pale white face.
Okay. What attachment style do you think Ebony has?
Her attachment style is Gerard Way.
Right.
She's more attached the more you look like Gerard Way, the less you look like Gerard Way. She's not into
Any
it.
inkling of Gerard Way is she's obsessed with you. Draco, are you okay? I asked. I'm not okay. Oh, wait. I'm not okay. He screamed depressedly.
Are you okay?
I thought
She
of-
asked as he slits his wrist.
Wow.
I thought of the MCR song and I got even more depressed because the song always makes me cry. I gave him a cigarette and he started to smoke it. Oh, Draco, why did you do it with that fucking bastard Snape? I asked tearfully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris appeared into the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad me, and Snape were freed, said Lupin. Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students, Mr. Norris agreed. Pop Adelum. What? I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at them. Pop Adelum, I don't know.
It's a spell, I guess.
I guess it's a spell
Yeah.
that she's made up because I do not know it.
I don't know what
Do you know every single Harry Potter spell?
I think she does.
Or just the genders of owls.
Pop Adelum. I don't know that one.
I know more Harry Potter spells than the
Tara,
writer
yeah.
of this
Oh my
Harry Potter.
god. No! Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is or I'm going to torture you. I don't know where he is, said Lupin. Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. Oh, my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said.
She told him who he was. She just
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, she just did.
All over the place. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes with contacts, black t-shirt that said XXX, 666 on it, and pale skin like Gerard Way, Vampire with his sexy black hair and red eyes just like Frank Laro, and Satan who looked just like Brandon Urie then. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket, and then I began Frenching Draco sexily. Ew, that's so disgusting. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take all of his clothes off, and I could see his white six-pack. Sex-pack. Then Vampire took his own clothes off, too. We all began making out together. Sexily.
Wow, beautiful.
I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes.
At least it's not a leather thong.
Yeah, right. Everyone took their Glocks out except for me. I'm a girl. LOL. Oh, me Satan Draco. I screamed. Are they having an orgy right now?
Yes.
I screamed at his. I As he put his hardness in my thingy. Then he put...
I actually like calling it his hardness.
His hardness in my thingy.
Then he did...
Put your hardness in my thingy.
Then he did the same thing to Harry. I began making out with Satan and he joined in. OMS. Oh, my Satan, cried Vampire. Oh, Vampire, Vampire, I screamed. Oh, Satan, yelled Harry in pleasure.
This is like literally the first time that an orgasm has seemed realistic.
Lupin watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on him. Oh my god. Because we were all sadists. Suddenly, a big black car that said 666 on the license plate flew straight through the windows, and Snap was in it.
Oh, snap.
Chapter 44. Wait, is this done?
Chapter 44.
I'm sorry. I fucked
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
wait. So you just finished up till
Finish the page.
So we'll stop on chapter.
But each episode should be certain it should be like half.
Okay, so there's
Wait,
one chapter left
but
of
is-
the whole thing.
Yeah. So we'll just.
Oh,
like,
so
you
yeah,
just got
finish
up to
that.
chapter 44.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
so we'll stop, and maybe like next episode can be the last chapter and a redux.
Okay.
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 Is that good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
We had an orgy
In front of Lupin for some reason.
Wow.
Man, I hope that doesn't screw him up and that's his orgian story.
He likes looking, so I don't know.
But he doesn't like having a torture spell done to him while he's looking. He's like, oh, my favorite thing with my least favorite thing.
Why is this happening?
Maybe he does.
Yeah. Who can say? Well, we'll have to see the final chapter.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Do you think all of the loose ends will be resolved?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Not since Lost will they resolve more things.
Okay, so what are all the loose ends?
I hope that she comes back to like finding the cure for being addicted to Voldemort serum.
And she has to make Voldemort not a prep by seducing him.
Yeah.
To the goth side.
Yeah, or keeping him to the goth side, I guess.
Yeah.
And she has to have sex with Gerard Way.
Yeah, I'm looking
She's had
forward
sex
to
with
that.
everyone else who's kind of gothic.
Figure
in
out why
this
Draco
world.
had sex with Snap.
What you just mentioned, Laura, is referred to in the literature as Chekhov's Gerard Way.
Yeah. What do you hope happens in the last chapter?
Honestly, I hope they all just perish and turn into ash because that's the real gothic way of doing things.
Wow.
Wow.
But yeah, also have sex with Gerard Way and or have everyone just have sex together like a big gothic orgy. And that's that. And then yeah, they all become Slytherin. Every single person at Hogwarts. That's what I hope happens.
The real ending that I'm hoping for is that the author of this text gained a little bit of wisdom and realized that you don't have to slit your wrists to get attention. And I don't know, maybe she became a stand-up comedian or something.
Oh yeah, I mean stand-up
and
comedy.
she's right here.
Yes, impulse.
Tara.
Tara, come on the pod.
Yeah, no, this is I don't know how it's gonna end. I'm quite excited. We ended on an orgy on this chapter, so I can't wait to see where it goes from there.
Can't wait to see the denouement, as they
Yeah.
call it. Yeah.
Well, Mike, how is there anything that you would like to? This episode is coming out roughly mid-February.
Oh, sure. So do you want me to tell you what I hope happens in the next chapter?
Yeah, sure.
I hope everyone lives happily ever after.
Aww.
So
Sounds like something a fucking prep would say.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think I dress as either a prep or a goth. Ick.
Those are the only two options.
Oh,
Or there's posers, I guess.
I'm probably a poser.
Same. Yeah.
And so I will, everyone who's listening, I'm a comedian. I don't know if I think I mentioned at the beginning, and that's been true the whole time. You can listen to my albums on your streaming service platform of choice. You can come see me live. You can follow me on anywhere at Myq Kaplan, spelled my weird way of MyQ Kaplan. You could join my mailing list. There's so many things you could do. Oh God,
Whoa,
yeah.
options.
Do it all.
My
Yeah.
God, yeah. Put in Myq Kaplan anywhere in your internet that you want, and I'll
Myq
be
with a
there.
Q.
That's me.
Right. And I am for sure going to check out some of the erotic fan fiction that you wrote.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, I don't, especially, yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
But I'm Rebecca Kaplan. You can follow me on Instagram and YouTube and everywhere at Rebecca T. Kaplan.
I'm Laura Merli. You can follow me on Insta at Passive Abrasive or TikTok too, or youtube.com/Laura Merli Comedy.
And I'm Amanda Lynn Baez. You can follow me on anywhere, everywhere, especially Chud City Comedy every month at the Gutter in Williamsburg. And I will stop drinking wine before I do an episode.
Yeah, I'm Arielle Dundas. I'm the only Arielle Dundas on the internet. So,
Wow.
yeah. My parents really helped me out for search engine optimization and hurt me if I ever commit a crime. So,
All right. Join us next time for the final episode
Oh, fuck, the final
of this
episode.
season.
of this season.
Wow.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Goodbye.
Fanfic, witches collide. Plot holes so deep, we're logics tonight. We laugh, we cry, it's all so tragic. In this world of chaos, bad fanfic.